Ubisoft has just announced their latest game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the internet is ablaze with reactions. Now, I've been following the unfolding drama closely, and I have to say, people are upset for all the wrong reasons. So for this video, we're going to take a look and see what people are upset about, and just talk about why I think their anger is misguided, and I think directed towards the wrong thing here, because there is something that people definitely should be getting pissed off about, and spoiler alert, no, it's not the color of the main character's skin. Okay, so first off, I just want to mention, yeah, I'm late to the party here. I know a ton of people have already covered this story, and it's just kind of blowing up the gaming space right now, pretty much all over the internet, right? And there's a lot of arguments and infighting between different groups of people over a number of things surrounding this game. But the one thing that I feel like people should be really getting up in arms about is kind of taking a backseat to some more stupid issues. So before we even get into these things, let's just quickly get everyone up to speed and talk about the game itself. So Ubisoft just announced their latest game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is the latest installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise. The game itself is set in feudal Japan, which was, by the way, a highly requested and sought-after location for an Assassin's Creed game, and tons of people have been requesting this, so it's really cool that they're finally doing it. As far as the protagonists go, players are going to experience an intertwined storyline between two characters. The first one is Neo, a skilled shinobi assassin from the Iga province, and then the second character is a man by the name of Yasuke, who was actually a historical figure that was around back then, and he was actually a retainer for Oda Nobunaga. And then as far as gameplay goes, it's an Assassin's Creed game, so, just saying that alone kind of gives everybody an idea of what this gameplay is probably going to be like. So now that everybody is up to speed on what this game is, let's talk about the controversy and what people are talking about, because it's not about the gameplay. So there are two major issues that people are arguing about on the internet right now. The first one is that there is a number of people that are just, pissed off or upset that the character that they're going to be playing in the game is Yasuke, and it seems like a lot of people wanted the character to be a male Japanese character. And then the other big issue that people are talking about is the fact that, was Yasuke an actual samurai, or was he just a retainer? And one thing that's really crazy is, if you take a look at the Wikipedia page for this character, and you go to the edits or the revisions, there's actually an edit war right now where people are just going back and forth trying to change and edit the, history of this character, and it's just really bizarre to me. But I've done a little bit of digging myself, and it seems like even great historians that basically majored in this point in history, even a lot of them are debating on whether he was an actual legitimate samurai or not. And speaking of historians, Ubisoft did a really terrible job when it came to hiring an actual historian for this video game, because the person that they decided to pick for this job is just, I really just don't have words. Let me just read off the title of this person. Sachi Schmidt-Hori is an associate professor. Her area of expertise is pre-17th century Japanese language and literature, East Asian sociolinguistics, gender, sexuality, and negotiations of power. And she wrote a book, by the way. So this is the book that she wrote. Tales of Idolized Boys, Male-to-Male Love in Medieval Japanese Buddhist Narratives. So yeah, there's that. I think the only thing people can agree upon is that officially he was a retainer for Nobunaga, and honestly, at the end of the day, that could really mean anything, right? For me personally, I really don't care if he was or wasn't a samurai. I just think the fact that, he served under Nobunaga was something just really badass in and of itself. But it seems like a ton of people are just trying to push the narrative that yes, he was a samurai definitively, and if you disagree or question it, you are a racist. And that is kind of the big point of contention here, is that anyone that is questioning this or saying otherwise is being labeled that, and it's just a really weird thing that people are trying to fight about, because in my opinion, there is another battle that needs to be waged, and that is on the shitty, anti-consumer things that Ubisoft is doing with this game. Now, I covered this topic in one of my YouTube shorts a while ago about the other Ubisoft game that was announced a while back, which was Star Wars Outlaws, and it looks like with Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're copying the exact same business plan when they are trying to sell this game, because it looks exactly like the other game here. So we've got the standard edition that's going to be $70, and in this version you're going to be getting the base game and the pre-order bonus, which is basically a bonus quest called Throw to the Dogs. So that means, by the way, if you guys do not pre-order this game and you decide to buy the game after it comes out, you're not going to have access to this quest. So that basically means that we're already starting out with cut content if you do not pre-order this game. So the next edition is the Gold Edition, and this one is going to be $110, and in this version you'll be getting the base game, the pre-order bonus, a season pass, and a 3-day early access pass. And if you look at what the season pass is going to give you, it says the Assassin's Creed Shadows season pass includes a bonus quest on day 1 with additional unlockable content, as well as 2 upcoming expansions. So now that means we've got a second mission or a second quest line that's going to be locked behind you having to fork out extra money past the base version of this game. And then you've got the Ultimate Edition, which is going to be all of those things, plus the Ultimate Pack, which is just a bunch of stupid cosmetic stuff. And then they're also giving you 5 extra skill points. And then lastly, of course, you have the subscription service model, which is going to be $18 a month, and you automatically get all of this stuff. And again, like I mentioned in that short about the Star Wars Outlaws game, this is all a plan that they want to get you on that subscription payment. They want you to be paying them monthly for their games. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting really tired of this like subscription-based culture where literally everyone and their mother is trying to get you on some kind of like monthly subscription service. It's just really annoying, and I'm getting freaking tired of it. So yeah, in my opinion, this is what people should be getting up in arms about and debating about. Not, some stupid argument between whether a person was a samurai or not. At the end of the day, like I said, I don't care. All I care about is if this game is going to be good and fun to play. And then also, obviously, these big corporations not trying to like nickel and dime us for all these stupid things. I'm totally fine, by the way, with the standard edition for video games going forward being $70, because I know the cost of game development has not gone up for so many years, right? I'm fine with that, okay? The thing that I'm not fine with is them trying to include or cut content and make you try to fork out extra money to get that content day 1. If I'm spending $70 for a video game, I damn well better get everything in that game day 1, albeit expansion passes or DLC later down the road. And I know to some of you it might seem kind of weird or ridiculous for me to be getting this upset about things like this, but guys, you need to understand something. If we don't push back against these kind of things, this is a slippery slope. It's going to get worse and worse if we do not push back. Game companies, if they could get away with it and you guys didn't argue or, didn't make a fuss about things, they would be charging us $200 for the base version of a video game, and then also make it so it's like, oh, it looks like you died in the game. Okay, well, if you want to revive, you got to pay $1. Or if you're playing an FPS like Call of Duty and you run out of ammo and you want to get some more bullets to shoot people with, well, you're going to have to spend real life money to get extra ammo for your gun. I know, it sounds ridiculous, right? Well, back in 2011, the former CEO of EA Games was actually planning to do this. And this is why I get so fired up about things like this, because I don't want things to get more anti-consumer than they already are. So it's up to all of us to do something about this. But you know what you guys can do right now? You guys can hit that subscribe button and join my community. And definitely hit it if you guys enjoyed this video. Also, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm still Solo. I'll see you guys in the next one.